Hello, Valerie. This is Ken Kingery from Mosaic. I want to thank you for sending me 3 sample orders that Renai gets from its customers. And I wanted to show you what I've done with them. And this is what the senior executives, one of the things the senior executives at Renai are going to see on our afternoon visit on October 2nd is a way to process inbound purchase orders from your customers so that you can process more orders with fewer people, also have fewer errors, and with fewer errors have a lot less downstream consequences. So if the right thing is shipped to the customer, then you don't have to have return material authorizations and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to show you something pretty slick that you'll hear about after the meeting, but I wanted to send it to you in advance. And it basically gets rid of about at least 80% of the manual data entry into Cloud Suite Industrial or Sightline. So throughout the day, as emails come in with purchase orders attached, this system will just go ahead and grab the order off the email and put it into its processing capability. What I'm going to do is I'm going to manually load the 3 invoices, the 3 purchase orders you sent me. One was from Professional Supply, another one was Source Atlantic, and the third one was from Trent Metals. So I'm just going to grab all 3 of them and drag and drop them into this intelligent data capture engine. So we're manually creating a batch. Like I said, this would ordinarily be done automatically throughout the day. And when I click Submit, now they're going to be processed. So what the data entry person used to do is basically open up a PDF from email and then start typing into Sightline. Instead, what that person will do is just click on data verification and then load a batch. And you'll see, batches come in throughout the day, and the one we're looking for is one of these Renai batches. So I'll choose this one right here, order line item demo. And when I double click on it, I'm bringing in all 3 of those orders that you gave me. So this first one has the red and the minus sign. So that means that we didn't get all the data off of it, but there's a reason for that. If you look over here and see this, I'm going to go full screen. Notice that the first item actually isn't an item at all. It's nothing. It doesn't have a description. It does have something, the number ordered, but it says 0 unit cost, and then the amount is 0 as well. So what it captured over here, if I want to show you this, is that the details, we got the ship to, the professional companies, you can see that. The ship to address right there, see there? The ship to city, the ship to state, ship to zip, all of that parsed and in its separate fields. So nobody had to type this. I click on the total amount, you can see down here, that is correct, 11,444.63. But what it's looking for is data here and here, because this is kind of like a false line item. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put NA there, and I'm going to put NA there, and that will satisfy that. So that's all the typing that anybody has to do for that order. It's done. So the next order is already completed. If I click on this, you can see that there are the 2 line items that it captured, and there's the total amount. That is correct. And here are the 2 line items. And by the way, we add up the line total to equal the total amount here. So this is always going to, we check the line item total here to make sure it is the same as the actual total here. So that is complete. And then the next order is here. It's a 2-page order. See, 1, 2. So if you notice the first page, this is a very complex order from a Canadian company called, I guess, Trent Metals or Consolidated Warehouse. But if you notice that we got the ship to name, ship to address, city, Peterborough, Ontario, the zip code in Ontario, their phone number, and look, we got all the line items. But if you notice there's no line total, that's because there's no line totals on the purchase order either. So we made this in this particular rules, we decided that we're not going to force anybody to fill in these if they're not stated here. So all of this data will just go directly into Cloud Suite Industrial when I click the Submit button, and you'll get the totals in Cloud Suite Industrial when you're done. So when I click submit, those 3 purchase orders are batched into Sightline or Cloud Suite Industrial, and you're done. How does that compare with how you are doing it now?